Good morning, it's Tim from My Chorleywood News here, and I'm with the MP for South West Herts, David Gauke. David, I just wanted to get your opinion on Sadiq Khan's recent refusal to fund the Met Line Extension. Very disappointing news for the area.
Yes, it is very disappointing news, and it's particularly disappointing given that the work that was put in and the commitment from the government to fund the shortfall in the project. TfL took on the project. They promised that they would deliver it. They promised that they'd actually cover any cost overruns. They then came back and said that actually the costs are going to be £73 million more than they had previously thought. Even though they'd already committed to cover those overruns, actually the government came forward with a package, came forward with proposals to close that gap, deal with that point. So that £73 million was addressed. It was also the case that TfL got air rights for a lot of the stations going to be along the route. So it was a really good, generous deal, thanks to Sajid Javid and Chris Grayling in the government. And still, Sadiq Khan has walked away, and that is deeply disappointing. And I think a lot of us are questioning whether he was ever really willing to back this project at all.
Okay, and is it the final death knell for the project? Are you confident that yourself, Richard Harrington, can try and put some pressure on and get this decision reversed?
Well, it's clearly very bad news, and so I don't think we can shy away from that. But Richard and I will certainly continue to work for this project. We put in a huge amount of work working with the government to get this good deal so that TfL could go forward with it, but they still haven't. But we're going to continue to work away. The preparation's been done. They've looked at all the options. There's been a lot of work that's already happened. So I hope at some point we can move forward. But I can't deny this is a big blow for the project. Mm-hmm.
And I mean, what are the benefits that you envisage that the extension will bring for the area?
Well, the ability to link up from Watford Junction to Watford High Street to Vicarage Road to another station that would be close to the Croxley and Watford business parks would be really good for the economy. And one of the things I was particularly pushing was, if you like, the sort of northern loop, so that you could go from Chorleywood, Rickmansworth, and then straight to Croxley. So that would mean it would be much easier to get from Chorleywood and Rickmansworth to Watford High Street, Watford Junction, to the hospital, to the football ground. And I think that would have done a lot for the area, improving transport links, revitalising West Watford. I think that would have been really, really good news for the area. So there's no doubt it's a big blow, but we're not going to give up. But it's certainly very disappointing.
This is a case of watch this space. You'll be aware, I'm sure, that there's a local petition that's been launched, and just a case of keeping the pressure up and hopefully reversing what's happened and bringing in this valuable project.
I think so, because fundamentally it's a really good project. One of the reasons why we were able to find an additional £73 million that could have been used was because it was going to unlock a lot of new housing, which we desperately need in this part of the world, particularly in the West Watford area. So it is disappointing, but because it's a good project, because it'll do a lot of good, we're going to keep fighting for it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.